Yo, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at some of the predicted icons coming to FIFA 21. Obviously some of these have been confirmed, some of these are rumoured to be included in FIFA 21, and some of them are my own thoughts on what we could see going into the new FIFA. I think new icons is always something exciting to look forward to. It's the reason why I actually have an Xbox, because I wanted to try out cards like Yaya, ones like that which aren't in the game anymore, but hopefully this year we can see some incredible new icons come into FIFA 21. So guys, if you're excited like myself, smash a like down below, subscribe for a lot more FIFA 21, FIFA 21 content and FIFA 20. Summer Heat promo has gone. We've got the new pre-season promo. Hasn't really lived up to expectations so far. So guys, today, as I say, we are focusing on predictions. And there will be a few of these. We'll do some more ones on team ratings. We'll do all sorts of stuff. But as I say, icons today should be an exciting one. I think we looked at this last year, I do believe. We predicted maybe a couple that we could have seen. This year, we've had a few more retirements, things like that. And yeah, I think we have some really, really nice icons. So the way I was going to do this video was I was going to do it like have the baby card prediction, have the middle, the prime, and the prime moments. That would have took too long. We've done two players which we focused on for that sort of win. It looks really nice. It looks really good because you get an idea of what they actually could be rated. But what we've done is I'll just explain it throughout. But the first one we take a look at is Philipp Lahm. Now Philipp Lahm, and I think this is why it became really hard for me, because I was sort of looking at Philipp Lahm. His career was fantastic. When was his prime? When was his best moment? Philipp Lahm had so many moments. He won the Champions League, multiple league titles. He won the World Cup. When do you give this guy his prime moment for? I gave it for him the Champions League win in 2013. I think he was phenomenal that year. 2014 for the prime card. I believe this was under Pep Guardiola, where he transformed him into an amazing midfielder. So having that option to have Philipp Lahm as a right back or a midfielder, I think would be definitely seen in FIFA if he is ever put in as an icon. I think he'll have a multiple positions. I think he played left back as well, so he could play as a left back, also as a right back. So there could be three positions for this Philipp Lahm card, which is nice because I think it's like the Zambrotta card, but we'd also have the option to play him in midfield. And I think pretty much any FIFA he would be good in midfield. I don't really think he would be a bad card to get, and that's what we want. Obviously, they can add huge names. They can add names like Paul Scholes, one of the best English midfielders of all time. How many times have you matched up against Paul Scholes in FIFA 20, FIFA 19? It just doesn't happen. So Philipp Lahm is the first one. Could be a really, really solid addition as a right back into FIFA 21 if he is included. Up next, I've gone for Fernando Torres. Now, Fernando Torres, he is one of them guys that peaked really, really high in his career. He didn't have the consistency that maybe he should have had when he went to Chelsea. He did not do well at all. So you can see it shows in the ratings. I've come for the prime moment. Didn't really watch too much of Liverpool, so prime moment. This was voted as his best moment for Liverpool, and it was the wonder goal versus Blackburn. Whether they'd give him for that, whether they'd give him for winning the Euros, other competitions, we don't know. But Champions League, he's won multiple titles, but I think as an individual brilliance, this could be given as his prime moment, and it could be a 92 rated card. Honestly, that card would be fantastic in FIFA 20, 21, 22, whenever it comes. He would be really, really good. Hopefully, I don't know if he'd have the skill moves, but he could be a very silky player on the ball for a guy of his sort of build. 2010 for the prime card. 88 rated 2012, I believe that's when he went to Chelsea. And then we have his baby card when he was first at Atletico Madrid. Obviously, he had the two spells at Atletico Madrid. And yeah, that would be his baby card. Probably not many people using that card, to be honest. But this is where we take a look at some of the prime moments. So I do have a look at the prime moments for some more cards. We have a look at Eto'o. Eto'o would be really, really cool, and he is pretty much confirmed. There was a video out this morning with Inter Milan. Inter Milan was showing that they are partnered with FIFA 21, so we're going to get the likes of Samuel Eto'o, Schneider on here, and also one you'll see later on in the video, which is Maicon. So some fantastic Inter Milan icons coming to the game, but I have one here and I have Eto'o. There's a lot of moments for Eto'o, but this one stood out to me when I was just reading through Eto'o, and you'll probably think, Why has he picked this one? I don't know, guys. I just picked it. It doesn't really matter when I picked it because it's not when EA are going to actually take it. But I took the fastest hat-trick in Barca history for Eto'o. This is when they won so many trophies. And I think it was just a good little moment for him to have a good individual moment. And Eto'o, I think, would fit right into the mould of FIFA. No matter what sort of year it is, I think he would fit the meta and would just be an absolutely clinical striker. The stats as well, I haven't really spoke about it, but the stats are ones that I've edited myself. Whether they'll be right, we don't know. We will have to see, but hopefully they are something along the right lines. Up next, Schneider. 2010 was one of his best, if not the best year of his career. Won the Champions League, won the treble with Inter, did really, really well with the Netherlands. So I think having Schneider as an icon, he's going to have to be high rated, 92 rated moments card. I think it's deserved. That's for the 2 assists in the Champions League final against Bayern Munich. And it was just such an amazing year for him. So I expect him to get an icon card soon and a very, very nice rated. I think that should be included in FIFA 21. So watch out for Schneider. He's going to be one of them ones where he's probably not too good at centre mid, but as a cam, he will be good. Not sure if he'll be excellent, but it'll be interesting to see another Dutch icon added to FIFA. Up next, one I think we need as well. More left backs, more full backs. Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole was fantastic. One of the best fullbacks we have ever seen. And this moment here, a goal line clearance versus Barcelona in the semi-final of the Champions League, which they ultimately did win, Chelsea. So one moment and one card that I think is fully deserved is Ashley Cole. Next to him we have Xavi. Now Xavi is a really, really interesting one. Do you guys think a 94 rated prime icon moments Xavi is high enough? If Zidane is like 97 for his prime moments, have I undersold this Xavi? Should he be like 95, 96? But the moment I went for, and there are so many moments, I went for the 4 assists in a 6-2 win away at the Santiago Bernabeu against Real Madrid. What a player he was. Honestly, I used to love watching him. That midfield of Iniesta, Busquets, Xavi. He was so good. And yeah, looking at it, I think a 94 rated maybe is a bit low for Xavi because he was absolutely phenomenal. And if you compare that to the likes of Zidane, like I said, it does sort of make him look like he was a much worse player. We have 8 more then, and we take a look at Yaya Toure. 91 rated, he could potentially be going into any FIFA that he comes out soon. Hopefully FIFA 21. He would be fantastic. Would he be 91 rated? I think that's the same rating as Prime Vieira. Yaya Toure in his prime though, he scored how many goals for Man City? He assisted how many when in one season? I just believe there was one season where he was just on fire, carried Man City to the title, and a very, very fantastic player in real life. Next to him, Nemanja Vidic. For Vidic, it's an interesting one. Was he as good as Rio Ferdinand? I would say so. Was he better? You could say so. In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. But I think a 90 rated prime card, and these are all prime cards for Vidic, would be fair. 91 rated for Maicon, and I saw on Twitter that this is pretty much confirmed that he will get a card going into FIFA 21. So a right back, you've got Carlos Alberto, you've got Zambrotta. We now have Maicon to add to the mix. So he's not going to be cheap, guys, if he is included. But yeah, he's going to be really, really good. Taxi for Maicon just came to my head, but that was, yeah, that was an amazing battle. Him and Gareth Bale. Do you remember that moment, guys? That was so good. Up next, Van Persie. I tried to get the moments one for Van Persie. I was going to do a 93 rated for that moment against Aston Villa. You could also have the World Cup moment where he did the diving header. Holland did so well, but 91 rated I think is fair. He was an absolutely insane striker for Manchester United. That season where he transferred to Man U and they won the title, I have never seen a striker perform that well so consistently for a long time. He was just brilliant. Hat-tricks. He had so much confidence in this guy in front of goal. He was just able to create a chance out of nothing and just put it away so easily. We have four more then, and we have David Beckham, 90 rated. What do you guys think of David Beckham? A lot of people say he's overrated just because of the status around David Beckham. I think he was just a really good player, and I think he would deserve a very high rated card in whatever FIFA. I'm not sure what's happening if he's still in PES, but I think it'd be really good for us to see him in FIFA, and he would be a very popular card as well. Next to him, we have Edgar Davids, a card which I don't really know too much about, so I put 90 rated. Does he deserve to be higher than 90 rated? If you think the middle Ruud Gullit is 90 rated, it's an interesting one. What do you guys think? Is that a fair rating for a prime card? Next to him, we have Di Stefano for Real Madrid. Now, I'm just going to search how many goals did this guy actually score, because he was absolutely insane. He's one of the biggest icons, I do believe, for Real Madrid. He got 216 goals in 282 appearances. Very, very good player. One of the well, he's called one of the best players of all time. So he could be one of the cards which are added as a really, really high-rated card, similar level to the likes of Eusebio. Would that transform into the game? We will have to see. We will have to wait and see. Another one, and the final one for this video, guys, is Xavi Alonso. As you can see, these are all sort of from the era where I was watching football growing up. I've tried to look at ones which I would relate to rather than ones from the past where I don't really have too much information and knowledge surrounding them. There'll be guys out there who have much, much greater knowledge than me, so I thought I'd take a look at the ones which I hopefully will do. And you can tell with Di Stefano, I don't have too much knowledge, but Xavi Alonso, one of my favourite footballers to watch for Bayern Munich, for Real Madrid. He was so good, honestly so good. And the 91 rated prime card, I think, would be fair for this card. His passing would be absolutely insane. I don't know how good he would actually be in FIFA 21, FIFA 22, whatever, because he probably wouldn't have the pace. He'd have fantastic passing, but that doesn't really mean too much in FIFA. You need to have good defending, or you need to have good pace, shooting, things like that. Would he have it? I'm not too sure, but yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Those are just some of the icons which I did take a look at coming potentially to FIFA 21. If you have any that you want to let me know down in the comments who you think could come to this FIFA. I think it's a lot of fun taking a look at the new icons, but that's going to be the end of today's video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.